Hello everyone, welcome to Marvel Inside Out's another video. In this video, we will talk about every Marvel movie and Disney Plus series that will release this year in 2021. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and do press the bell icon to stay updated for future videos. As you guys know, 2020 was the first time since 2009 that no new MCU movies were released. COVID-19 forced delays to multiple movies and the Disney Plus TV shows proving to be the worst year ever for the Marvel fans. Even Sony had to delay plans to build the Sony Pictures universe of Marvel characters. With 2021 now upon us, the year is slated to be one of the busiest ever for Marvel. The MCU is returning with a plenty of movies and TV shows, as there are 10 MCU projects scheduled to be released this year alone. Meanwhile, the SPUMC, Sony Pictures universe of Marvel characters, is also slated to expand in major ways, with 2 new movies coming out in 2021. In total, that gives us 12 pieces of Marvel content to look forward to in 2021. Here's a complete list of everything that is currently slated to be released and when it will be out. First, WandaVision. The first Marvel property up in 2021 is WandaVision. The Disney Plus series will see Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany return to their MCU roles as Wanda Maximoff aka Scarlet Witch and Vision, respectively. The story is expected to follow the characters unraveling the mystery of the altered reality they now find themselves living in. It might also be inspired by House of M and feature some MCU X-Men setup. WandaVision will also feature the MCU returns of Darcy Lewis, Jimmy Woo, and adult Monica Rambeau, as well as the introduction of Agnes. Marvel will launch the first episode on Disney's streaming service on January 15th. Second, Morbius. Jared Leto's Morbius is scheduled to help expand the SPUMC in 2021. Originally set for a release in the summer of 2020, the film was delayed by Sony to its current March 19, 2021 release date. The movie will be Jared Leto's debut as Morbius the Living Vampire and features a cast that includes Adria Arjona, Matt Smith, and Jared Harris. The trailers also teased a world where Spider-Man is a murderer and featured a cameo from Michael Keaton's Vulture, which could mean it is set in the MCU. Third, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, instead of being the first MCU Disney Plus series released, delays to production forced the show to move to 2021. It stars Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan as Sam Wilson aka Falcon and Bucky Barnes aka Winter Soldier. Part of the story will deal with Captain America's legacy, as Sam was given the shield at the end of Avengers Endgame. But it will be John Walker, who appears to be Captain America during the show. The cast also includes the MCU returns of Sharon Carter, Baron Zemo and Batroc the Leaper. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier begins streaming on March 19, 2021. Fourth, Black Widow. Black Widow originally was scheduled to kick off Phase 4 with a summer 2020 release, but that did not happen. The movie is a prequel in the MCU timeline that takes place after Captain America Civil War but before Avengers Infinity War. Black Widow is slated to introduce several new characters to the MCU, such as Yelena Belova, Red Guardian and Taskmaster. Black Widow is scheduled to be released in theaters on May 7, 2021. Fifth, Loki. Tom Hiddleston returns as the God of Mischief in Loki. The Disney Plus series is the first example of the MCU telling a story set outside of the main MCU timeline. It will follow the Loki who escaped from the Avengers in 2012 using the Tesseract. The show's story remains a bit of a mystery, but it will see Loki team up with the Time Variance Authority and seemingly visit multiple alternate MCU timelines. The cast also includes Owen Wilson, Gugu Mbatha Raw, and Richard E. Grant. Loki starts airing on Disney Plus in May. Sixth, Marvel's What If. Marvel Studios is diving into animated content with this series in 2021. The Disney Plus show will take known events in the MCU and put a special twist on them to show what would happen if things went differently. Some of the confirmed storylines include Peggy Carter becoming Captain America instead of Steve Rogers, T'Challa becoming Star-Lord instead of Peter Quill, and one involving a zombified version of Captain America. Most of the actors from the MCU are reprising their roles for voice performances. Marvel's What If comes to Disney Plus in the summer of 2021. Seventh, Venom Let There Be Carnage. The Venom will get its first sequel in 2021 when Venom Let There Be Carnage arrives. Tom Hardy returns to star as Eddie Brock aka Venom, with Woody Harrelson set as the main villain Cletus Cassidy aka Carnage. The appearance of Carnage was teased with Venom's post-credits scene. Story details for Venom Let There Be Carnage are not yet known, although there are persistent rumors that a cameo by Tom Holland as Spider-Man could be in store. Venom Let There Be Carnage is slated for a June 25, 2021 theatrical release. 8th, ShangChi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Marvel's first Asian-led superhero film is coming in 2021. Simu Liu leads the cast as the title character, also known as the Master of Kung Fu. This movie will be the debut of the real Mandarin, played by Tony Leung. The rest of the cast includes Awkwafina Michelle Yeoh, Florian Munteanu, and many more. ShangChi and the Legend of the Ten Rings releases in theaters on July 9, 2021. 9th, Hawkeye. Marvel Studios is finally giving Jeremy Renner's Clint Barton a solo project in 2021 with Hawkeye. The series picks up after the events of Avengers Endgame and will see Clint train the MCU's next Hawkeye, Kate Bishop. Hawkeye will introduce several new characters to the MCU, such as Echo and Swordsman. It will also bring back Yelena Belova after Black Widow. The first episode of Hawkeye will debut in the fall of 2021. 10th, Eternals. Eternals will finally get a chance to show everyone what it's got in 2021. The movie features one of the biggest and best ensembles the MCU has ever assembled for a non-Avengers film. Eternals stars Angelina Jolie, Salma Hayek, Richard Madden, Kumail Nanjiani, Gemma Chan, Kit Harington, Barry Keoghan, Lauren Ridloff, Brian Tyree Henry, Don Lee, and Leah McHugh. It will introduce the Eternals, a group of superhumans created by the Celestials, as they re-emerge to protect Earth from the Deviants. The story will also take place over the course of 7,000 years. Eternals will be out in theaters on November 5, 2021. 11th, Ms. Marvel. 2021 will bring the MCU debut of Kamala Khan in Ms. Marvel. The Disney Plus series stars newcomer Iman Vellani as the recent but incredibly popular comic character. Kamala Khan is a Muslim American living in New Jersey when she gets polymorphic abilities due to her inhuman genes. She also happens to be an Avengers superfan who specifically looks up to Captain Marvel. Ms. Marvel comes to Disney Plus in late 2021. 12th, Spider-Man 3. Sony and Marvel collaborate for the final piece of Marvel content in 2021, with the still untitled Spider-Man 3. Tom Holland returns to star as Spider-Man, with Zendaya back as MJ. May back as Aunt May, and other regulars from the franchise returning. But the movie will feature a story that appears to be extremely tied to the multiverse. Doctor Strange is confirmed to appear in some fashion, but characters from other Spider-Man franchises are rumored too. Electro and Doc Ock are supposedly back, with reports also suggesting Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield will both appear as Spider-Men from other universes. The untitled Spider-Man 3 is coming to theaters on December 17, 2021. So, these are all the Marvel projects that are going to release this year. For which you are excited the most, do let us know in the comments. Also, do like and share the video, and for more Marvel-related news and updates, follow us on Instagram. We will see you in the next video. Till then, be safe and be marvelous.
I can see a reason to try to fight for me.